Professional investors call this index the fear gauge, but you don't need fancy charts like this to know that investors and 401k workers are in the midst of a very difficult storm. Nobody knows what direction this market will go. Nobody knows where the bottom will be. Nobody knows how long this will last. The question is this: is there anything you can do to be smarter and stronger and safer? And my answer to that is yes. There's actually a lot you can do. My name is Andy Tanner. I'm probably best known for my book 401 Chaos, which is a study of the coming collapse of our retirement system, and also my book Stock Market Cash Flow, that is part of the Rich Dad Advisor book series. Over the past 12 years, I've traveled the world with Robert and Kim Kiyosaki and with the Rich Dad Advisor team, giving financial education to hundreds of thousands of people all around the world. And what's most humbling about that in these uncertain times is not so much what I've offered as a teacher for all those years, but what I've been able to learn as a student as I've traveled with that team. You know, there are many people that don't know that this idea of this index that people call a fear gauge, it's really just based simply on how much money people are spending right now to protect their investments. Think about insurance. When you buy insurance for your home or your car, the more fearful people are of possible damage, the more they will pay for insurance. But most people don't even know that there's protection available. Most people don't know that their investments could be insured with options. In fact, most people feel they have no options at all. And so recently I invited some friends and my followers on social media to join me for a free web class. And we had tens of thousands of people register from all over the world. And in that class, I share with them three critical things. First, we started with a quote from Warren Buffett. And he said, "Be fearful when people are greedy, but be greedy when people are fearful." Now, I don't like the idea of teaching my two young boys that fear or greed would be a solution to any financial problem. But what that quote really means is it's simply about being smarter than the crowd. And what's so valuable about attending a web class on this is that I give real investment examples that show exactly what I think seizing opportunity looks like, opportunities the crowd will never see. Second is addressing the problem of uncertainty. There are many people who are very curious about how educated investors can create investments that work well in any market direction. Now, I'm not in the league and never claimed to be in the league of Soros or Buffett, those guys. So my students will tell you that I make this more simple than anyone does. And I can share with you very simply the rewards and risks of investing. Third is protection. People have heard business owner Mark Cuban made this famous, is that people can actually hedge and insure their investments in times like these. If you could get insurance for your investments against financial disaster in the same way that you could get insurance for your home for natural disaster, would you want to see how that's done? So this week I'm going to teach that same web class for people who are feeling that now is a good time to get smarter. And the only promise I'll make you is that we don't make get-rich-quick hype promises. We don't promise big money without doing any work. I'm just giving you solid financial education, solid principles. So if you feel now is a good time to get smarter, click above or below and save your spot for your free training. You and I will become a team, and I will show you from real investment examples. I'll answer questions, and I'll share with you the things that I've learned. So click above or below, and I'll see you in class.